What is up? We are back with a proper fan forum. I actually feel like this is a forum now. There's 4 of us. I think this is a first on Anfield Agenda. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Ireland. Mr. I'm stuffing my mouth full of jelly babies. If I didn't think I could embarrass the channel anymore, I am right now with my choice of confectionery stonnage. And Mr. Paddy Murphy. Gents, I want to get stuck into it, but before I do, I want to say thank you to OneFootball, sponsors of all our match content today. Don't forget, you can download the OneFootball app entirely free with the link in the description. Kyle, let's come to you first. Initial thoughts after the game?
Well done. Well done from everybody. Everybody involved. Way to close it down. We didn't let anything slip. West Ham had chances. We were disciplined. I love it. Sorry, am I echoing?
No,
I heard echoing.
All right.
I'm hearing echoing.
Yeah, but, you know, you're a little bit loopy juice, Stonage. We can't trust that unless it comes out of your mouth, fella.
Listen, I heard my brother came into the stream earlier.
He did. He was making a case for why he should be the premier Stonage. And, you know, I'm 50-50 at this moment, Chris.
Listen, end of the day, I bring just the juice. That's what I'm going to say. I bring the happy juice.
And the 120p fucking resolution.
Is that what's going on right now? Is that what's happening?
It's a little
All them jelly
water or
babies.
something.
Oh, it's my
All them
bloody
jelly
Wi-Fi.
babies,
It's
Chris.
terrible.
Absolutely killing the vibes. Mr. Murphy,
What's wrong with
how about
jelly
yourself,
babies?
sir? Would you shove them in your trap and shut the fuck up, Stonage? You and your fucking jelly babies. Green doesn't work on a green screen, Chris. Come on, mate. Holding up the jelly babies like they're see-through. My God. My God. That's all I'm saying.
To answer your
your
question, Craig. To answer your question, I'm going to answer it in the native tongue of my favorite player ever. Yo soy muy contento con este partido. I am very happy with this game in honor of Luis Diaz. Yeah, listen, job done. The first half really enjoyable. Second half made my arse creak a little bit. And, you know, on the face of it, all good, but there is some performances that I'd like to talk about that weren't perfect, and I'm sure we'll get into that.
Chris, any surprise from you that we've seen Naby Keita, who's apparently injured, and Curtis Jones, who was apparently injured in the squad today? Because it took me for a bit of knocked me for 6.
Oh, massively, wasn't it? We were debating yesterday, like, who was going to play on the left side of midfield. We were like, it might be Milner, it might be Oxlade-Chamberlain, and then Naby Keita comes out of nowhere. I'm very surprised, to be honest. It's not like Jurgen Klopp to throw one of those, but look, he was excellent today, I thought. He really, really was. And that block at the end, oh, mate, is amazing. And then CJ came on for like 30 seconds, but, you know...
Did you say Keita was amazing?
I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong.
No, I'm with Chris.
Do you reckon?
I agree with Chris.
Chris is great.
No.
Craig, you're the odd man.
Wow! Craig in the mud!
He wasn't.
No. Craig is in the mud. In the mud.
I thought of our midfielders, I thought he was the worst of the 3 for me.
Really?
I thought Henderson was outstanding today.
Same.
I thought
absolutely.
everywhere. No, I'm not saying Keita played badly. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he was anywhere near our standout midfielder. But hey, this is the joys of a fan panel. We see things differently, and I respect your opinions. I'm outnumbered on this one, so clearly I'm in the wrong.
Won't say that. My jelly baby's opinion, Craig. Do you respect my jelly baby's opinion?
No. Chat, what do we say? Jelly babies, they're substandard. You know, the cheap confectionery.
Jelly babies are goated. Jelly babies are goated.
Not having it. Now, look, Kyle, I want to have a little chat about Mohamed Salah because, dare I say, he's struggling a little bit lately?
I don't know. They certainly defended him well. They put 3 men on him today. He didn't do anything. He had a couple chances where he was trying to keep the ball, just kept getting dispossessed. Tell you one thing, he hates being subbed off, doesn't he? He was pissed when he got subbed off, but that's good man.
He deserves to be subbed off, though.
Yes, I agree. Honestly, and I agree with the man management shout as well, Kyle.
Yeah, man management, and yes, of the front 3, he definitely deserved to be subbed off. You guys might disagree with me on this. I think Salah, if you wanted to pick out a player who was subpar, it was Salah today.
Yes, and look, that's okay. You know, he won't be brilliant every week, and it is okay that we are in some way critical of a player who has held himself to amazing standards, Paddy. But he probably was our, I won't say weakest, but a bit subpar today compared to the other 2 boys who we thought were excellent.
This is going to be a controversial statement. Easily top 5 worst Mohamed Salah performances for Liverpool today, I thought.
Oh,
And that's because
know.
there's not many. But today he was poor. Like, people will say he was marked out of the game. Yes, he was. But even when he had the ball, he was just not at the races today. He was clumsy. He was, one pass, Diaz played it into him. He couldn't get it under control. He fumbled it a little bit. And listen, that man has enough good karma in the bank to play shite for the next 17 millennium. So we're not. But we can. When one of our greats plays poorly, we have to recognize it. And I thought he was poor. His passing was poor. I thought he was very poor. It's as simple as that.
So what I'm getting is Patty thought he was poor.
If that's in his top 5 worst performances, then Jesus Christ.
You're saying he had 5.
Well, that's what I mean, though. But I'm not. I was gonna say he hasn't had many. But if he, that is in there. If you were to rank
him, it was that bad.
No, I know. But wait, what? I don't know.
I'm just trying to make you second guess yourself. That's
why was he all right though? What did he do?
I think he was a bit selfish today, Chris. If I'm being really honest,
he was a bit selfish, but I don't think he was bad.
He was bad by his standards.
The difference is, if you put it in the net, you're not selfish. You're not bad. If you keep taking shots and you miss, you leave yourself open. It is a fine line, definitely, between genius and selfishness. But can we just finally put to bed, Chris, this myth that Trent Alexander-Arnold can't defend? Because I'm sick of hearing it. He was brilliant today.
He was excellent, wasn't he? Dealing on that left-hand side for West Ham, he was just fantastic. And that goal line clearance. I mean, you remember Milner's against Bournemouth a couple of years ago? I think that one's even better. Even better. He was just brilliant. He was excellent. And that pass to Mane as well. I mean, the lad's just so well-rounded. There's very limited criticisms of his game. And maybe his defending's one of them, but that's just because it's good, not brilliant. Like, that's at the end of the day. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I think he was phenomenal today. And I hope that we stop listening to this nonsense that he can't defend. Other little points in the game that I want to chat about. I suppose the big opportunity, Kyle, that West Ham had in the first half, they played the offside trap brilliantly on that. Now, we'll never know if he was on or off because we didn't see the VAR, but they certainly sprung the trap well, but Trent and Alisson did enough.
Oh my God, that sequence of defending was great. That's just disciplined defending. It's almost desperate defending at that point. But yeah, goal line clearance, that's what matters. That's what you need. You need games like this. If you're only up 1-0, you're struggling to get an insurance goal, you need defensive sequences like that. Not only that, but Naby Keita, after misreading the ball over the top, comes back, defends. Credit to Robertson for slowing Mikel Antonio down on that as well. I mean, there was just all around good defensive play today because West Ham had a few chances, maybe more than a few.
Yeah, I mean, Paddy, the one that really, sticks out that they should have scored was Lanzini's chance in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And the composure from Lanzini that set it up was beautiful as well. And I was expecting him to bang it. He usually is fairly nifty with his right foot. But wow, yeah, that was a miss and a half. Every one of us here would have scored that 10 times over. So yeah, we counted our blessings there. I do feel like if we had conceded there, that we would have went up and just scored again anyway. I feel like we were just coasting in that second half, doing what we needed to do. But that was certainly a nervy moment for myself and my boxers.
You know what made me really proud today at times, Chris? The tactical fouling. It was on point and I loved it.
Oh, it was. Do you remember Henderson's one? Henderson's one was just perfect. They were breaking into the second half. Like there was two or three on three, and then Henderson just brought one down. I thought it was. I love a tactical foul. They are very satisfying, despite the fact that they're not legal. They're very, very satisfying. It's just great, and it showed. I think we showed a maturity today of champions, a maturity that we showed in the season that we won the league. In the fact that we managed to hold on to a 1-0 lead, and we have done that multiple times this season. Even though I think, to be honest, this year a 1-goal lead's been safer than a 2-goal lead. I don't know if that's a thing to say. We've genuinely looked more solid at 1 goal than we have at 2.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the starting 11, I have to say, Carl, I was happy to see Keita play because I didn't like the idea of maybe Henderson on the left of a midfield. That makes me nervous because we know he's so suited to the right. And the option was most likely maybe going to be Elliott and Henderson. So when I seen Keita in the team, I was glad because I knew it was going to give us more balance in midfield.
Yeah, I always love seeing Keita in the midfield. I thought Keita played. This goes back to what we we're talking about at the very beginning. I thought Keita played fine. I mean, he set up Trent for the assist to Mane. He had that defensive play in the second half. He was more progressive in that pivot spot in the second half. Thought he was fine. And Keita gives us that versatility, like you said. You know, he can go forward. He can also play pivot. Again, I just like Keita. I think he gets so much disrespect. And it's just because he hasn't had a lot of playing time. But this season, we've seen a lot more of Keita. I like when he plays. I'd much rather have Thiago, but I like when Keita plays.
We have put the pressure firmly onto Manchester City's shoulders again now tomorrow, Paddy. Are you expecting anything from that Manchester derby?
Yeah, absolutely. For weeks, I've been saying I fancy Man United. And you know, people think that's wishful thinking. Maybe it is. Man United have a good record at the Etihad in the last while, historically. So it's not just out of pure wishful thinking. I genuinely believe it's going to be a difficult game for them. City are without Kyle Walker. They're without Ruben Diaz, and City fans are particularly worried about that. So yeah, I do fancy United. Whether I see them winning, it remains to be seen. But I genuinely think this time tomorrow we're going to be, well, not cool. Oh yeah, no, this time tomorrow that United will have taken points off City. And listen, if they don't, it is what it is. As it stands right now, if Liverpool win every game left in the Premier League, we win the Premier League. It's the same for Man City. But I honestly think, hand on heart, I think we're going to win every game but the City one. The City one is one where it's going to be a battle. I don't know. I can't predict it, but I genuinely think we can and should win every other game. So I'm just really excited, and the quad is still alive. That's the main thing.
You know, Chris, what makes me most proud is that whatever happens for the remainder of the season, we've already got a trophy in the bank, 3 more potential. Whatever happens, these boys have answered the critics from last season. They have clearly shown that was a blip, a mixture of a load of injuries, a mixture of the COVID situation. These boys are back, and they're back to their best.
Well, I think it's a simple mathematical equation. Liverpool without Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip and centre halves in general are not as good because they have to lose that high line. We saw it several times today. Although West Ham exploited it several times, we also exploited West Ham several times with it. I think last season, I think we all logical fans really knew that was an anomaly. We had a real bad mental state. There was no fans, there was no defenders. So yeah, I think they have done, and I think they've answered it more than what we expected, really. I don't think we ever expected to still be in all 4 competitions at this stage. Plus, I've already won the Carabao Cup. It's amazing. It is a really, really good season, and I think we have capabilities to win all 4 of them.
Kyle, I'm looking at a stat here now on the screen that Sky have brought up. Last 12 results for Liverpool, 12 games, 12 wins. Can't ask for more.
God, it's clean. There was a point last season, Man City, that's where they started getting their momentum, and they won like 15 straight or something like that. We're at that point in the season where it's crunch time. The mentality of this team being in all 4 competitions, well, 3 now because we won 1, we put 1 in the bag, but being in 3 competitions, we are just dead set on being the best team on the island, like in the world, in Europe. We're so good, dude. And I think we're blessed. What Liz was saying in my live stream earlier, we're so blessed to have a team this good. And now we have some depth. We're not struggling as much as injuries, as Chris was saying from last season. And now with Kyle Walker out, I think Luis Diaz is out for a while now. Not Luis Diaz.
Whoa.
Whoa. Chill.
What the bloody hell you tried to do to me, man?
Chill. Knocked on wood. We're good. Yeah, Ruben Diaz being out now. I think we definitely stand a chance, dude. People are scared of us. No one wants to play a team that's going up in 13 wins in a row?
12 wins in a row. I'm looking at it as well.
Another
great stat that sticks out for me there, Paddy, is 8 clean sheets out of those 12 wins as well.
Yeah, do you know, people were questioning like Liverpool, like, oh, could they win the league? Like, you know, City are going to probably win every game. Can Liverpool? Because we've had some poor results this season, but I feel this team has matured so much already in this current season. The position we're in right now, we're playing with such confidence. The back 4 is so solid, and the depth we have is great. Attacking depth and defensive depth. Our midfield depth is subject to availability, but it's there. It's the best squad we've had.
Subject to availability.
What? Yeah, I know. Listen, this is the best squad. It's the best squad, I think. Well, it's certainly the best squad Liverpool have ever had in my life. It's the best squad we've ever had under Klopp. And in previous years gone by, we wouldn't have been able to compete in all 4. But now we can compete on all fronts. Our second side can get us to the FA Cup semis at least. We're 1 foot in the Champions League quarterfinals. You know, in those two competitions, it's draw dependent. Let's hope we avoid City or Chelsea. But I think I'm just so excited. I'm so happy, and no matter what happens, this is the ride of our lives that we're never gonna forget.
The ride of our lives, Chris. Would we echo those sentiments?
Oh, absolutely. You got to enjoy it while it lasts. I hate to piss on anyone's cornflakes, but
and for Izzy, that's 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You mean Roy Hodgson loving, is he?
Mate, wait, I hope she's. I got her to watch back yesterday's stream actually, and she admitted the fact that her logic was flawed, but it doesn't matter. Like she still said what she said, but no.
Was that feedback from me, by the way? There was feedback there.
Somebody hasn't got their echo turned off.
Wait there, let me check if it's me.
Mine's in my ears, so it could be me.
It's probably me.
I don't know. I don't think.
I got echo cancellation on, but
hello.
Hello.
Is it me? Is it me?
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Wolf.
I've got my echo cancellation on, so.
Sorry. You know what? I'm usually the culprit for this. Sorry, guys. We're going to get back to the football and back in the room. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, we're not getting into that chat we were into last night, Chris. That needs to stay where it is in history.
It certainly does. But if like as we said, like this is the best squad that we've ever experienced as Liverpool fans. I mean, we're of the age where we can experience the likes of John Joe Shelby, Raul Morelos, Paul Konchesky.
He was quality, to be fair.
Raul Morelos was good for 5 games. He was not good overall. People forget.
He was only here about 5 games.
Making me feel part of the young movement. Well done, Chris.
Exactly. And then, Craig.
Chris was actually. Craig was actually in the Sandon pub when Liverpool was formed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we can admire this team. This team is unbelievable, and I think it takes a lot of like a fan, even after we lose a game, to realize where we are. Like it can get so frustrating, but we have to realize how good this side is.
I can't stress how happy I am, Kyle, as well, that we've already got 1 trophy in the bag. You know, that whatever happens, it won't be a trophyless season, and I love that.
No, to me, that already makes the season a success, and the fact that we have an opportunity to win 3 more, even more so. Can I just say real quick, did it look like David Moyes had makeup on today? I just want to point that out. It looked like the man had makeup on around his eye.
Let's see where he was on Izzy's list.
Oh my God. I forgot all about that. And I was like, did anyone else see that? This man's wearing makeup. Yeah. But being in 3 trophy opportunities still, you got to love it. And, you know, I probably haven't been a Liverpool fan as long as you guys, but even in my time supporting the club, you know, since FSG came in, it's really been a tale of like first 5 years versus the Klopp era. And the first 5 years were horrendous, you know, looking at players like Markovic being linked to like the next Messi in an article, and you're like, oh, this guy might be good, you know, Markovic.
And the fact that we had to pay a sweetener to Chelsea to buy him still breaks my heart.
Dude, that was just unreal. That
and the clause that Glenn Johnson had to play if he was fit.
Glenn Johnson, and then you look like Kevin Stewart was starting matches. You know, players like that, and then you look at the team we have now, and it's absolutely remarkable what Klopp has done for this team. And it's really Klopp's mentality, Klopp's philosophy coming in and completely changing the culture. It's all down to Klopp. It really is. It's a complete 180 from Brendan Rodgers to Klopp. And even now, even the early years of Klopp, we were still in that transitional phase. It's really only been the last 2 or 3 seasons where we've seen how good Klopp can make a club. And even after Klopp leaves, we're in such a good position between the new academy, the fact that, you know, we're expanding the stadium, the fact that we're winning in Europe again, we're winning domestic trophies again. Like, this is a destination club. It's no longer a, you know, stepping stone club. And I'm just going to reiterate that. Like, that's a huge deal. A huge deal. There's no loyalty anymore.
It's a big statement you've made, and it's spot on. We are a destination club now. We're not a stepping stone. We're not a make weight. We are finally. You don't need to go to Real Madrid. You don't need to go to Barcelona. You are at a club that is challenging. I think what Kyle said is spot on, Paddy. But I want to stay on the manager for a second because I don't want to say there's been some talk around his contract this week, but he was certainly asked about 2024 and not really committal either way, Paddy. But what would your gut be? Do you think there's any chance? Oh, Stonage was off.
I'm here. I unplugged it by accident. Sorry.
You get the other Stonage. Get the good Stonage, Mum. Get the other. Get Robbie off.
Hey, listen. You think my Wi-Fi is bad? His Wi-Fi is awful. He lives in York. York Wi-Fi is terrible.
Good.
I was just leaving it go as awkwardly as long as I could there.
Yeah, I know. I was like, let Craig take over. What were you saying there, Craig? You can. Yeah,
the Kloppo manager situation.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sad stuff to read. He seems hell bent on leaving in 2024. He did say, well, if I have the energy, I will go. But he strikes me as a man who is just. He has his head fixated on that idea. He wants to give his wife and family a break. You know, I think we're losing him in 2024. I think we need to just accept that. And if he somehow does a contract renewal, happy days. But I think we just need to just get ready for it. It's going to be a dark day. It's going to be a sad day. But I seen a tweet earlier from Ben Kelly. He's like a Liverpool person. I don't know. He was saying this is going to sound a bit grim, but I don't think I'll be able to love football as much without Klopp. And I was like, okay, I love Klopp too, but Liverpool is always number one. And as much as I love what Klopp's done, when he leaves, we move on and we try and build again. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think we'll ever reach the heights we have under Klopp. But yeah, it's like he's like my dad. There you go. The thought of it sickens me.
On that, people thought we couldn't replace Shankly, and we replaced him with Bob Paisley. Like at the end of the day,
that was
a different time though.
Before you asked
what,
I wasn't there.
That was a different time though. You know, that's when the boot room. You could kind of.
It's the same principle.
Yeah, but okay, fair. But I seen a poll last night on Twitter. Who do you want to be manager after Klopp leaves? Gerrard or Linders? And me, neither, because neither of them are proven at the top level. This fanciful idea of Pep Linders coming in and magically continuing on what Klopp's doing. It's idiotic, to be honest. There's no proof to show that he can do it at the top level. You know what I mean? It's just we have to be careful with this next appointment. If Gerrard's good enough by the time it rolls around, all for it. But right now, neither of them are the option we should be looking for. We should be looking at the next
Guardiola wasn't
world-class
at the top level when he was given the Barcelona job. Like, at the end of the day,
He was given Messi though.
Yeah, it's a bold move. I don't know.
I mean, Paddy, Kyle, excuse me, sorry. One thing that I think often gets overlooked when we look at the next Liverpool manager is the gravitas that they're going to have because, okay, Liverpool will be in a good position with a good squad, but in this day and age, marketability of a manager and the ability to attract players is really important. Like we heard this week, Canade say, when Klopp rings, you answer, when he was speaking about Jurgen Klopp being interested in him. So that is my worry as well, because Gerrard would certainly have that pull, that sway.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at the transfers he's already done for Aston Villa. You know, there has to be a certain charisma and attractiveness of a manager. Like you said, marketability. Klopp has that. Like, who doesn't love Klopp? Everyone loves Klopp. Everyone loves Klopp as a person. And so you can't really go up from that. I think Klopp will go down as just one of those managers who, you know, debatably one of the most successful managers of all time, right? But more than that, one of the best people of all time. He said it in an interview the other day. You know, I'm a football manager first, but I'm a human second. And just that statement sums him up. He loves people. He loves players. He's a dad figure to all these people. You can't just go out. They don't grow on trees, managers like that. You can't just go out and get one. I think the closest to that, footballing tactics aside, would be Gerrard, given his history with the club, his passion. But again, I'm with Paddy. He's not proven. Neither is Pep Linders. But in my opinion, those are the top two options to succeed Klopp in the sense that they can keep that momentum going. I don't know if you can necessarily go from Klopp's philosophy to a completely different manager, like a completely different manager from another country. I think Gerrard only signed a 2.5-year contract. He's setting himself up for a run in that job. Okay, Pep Linders is being groomed. Those are the two in the top running for me at this point in time, unless someone else becomes available. But right now, it's those two.
But on this Pep Linders thing, right? I'm all for it. Well, yeah, whatever. It's a good idea. All of Klopp's backroom staff is going to go with him. They'll be taking a break too, and they'll be ready to go with him to his next job. They're a team. You know what I'm saying? Peter Kravitz, Pep Linders might want to stay and be his own thing, but Klopp's whole backroom staff, the people he brought, are going to take the break with him because they want the break too, and then they'll be ready to go with Klopp to his new job. Because I would imagine he will manage again. So it's not just a simple thing of Klopp leaves, Pep. You put Pep there. The whole backroom will be subject to change as well. So it's a massive change.
Achterberg will be still there though. You can't get rid of
Achterberg. Yeah, Achterberg will be carried
and
out.
Caroline. Don't forget Carol and Caroline. They're always there.
Yeah, they're the ones that are not interchangeable. But and the idea of Klopp going for 6 months or a year and then coming back, that's also not practical. That won't happen either.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Paddy's cut across. Connor brought up names. There's no way I'm going through Jurgen Klopp's style of football to Rafael Benitez's style of football again. I'm not. No.
Never.
I love Rafa. I love him. But I'm not sitting through that style of football again when we got
Connor, where have you pulled Benitez from? Fucking hell.
Well, no, he's doing it from the bookies.
Yeah, he's doing it off the bookies' favourites, yeah. I mean, Alonso, he shouldn't be in the conversation. Not yet. Someday, absolutely, maybe. But not now. I mean,
the thing
he's
is,
in his attitude. Yeah, he's doing good at Sociedad for the second team.
Simeone sixth.
How do you replace Klopp with someone of his stature? You don't.
Me. Because clearly got to be me. I'm the only candidate.
It's got to be you, Craig. To be fair, you've got great negotiating skills.
There's no other options.
You've been to Turkey. You know how to negotiate.
Exactly. But you've seen the FIFA streams. I know how to negotiate.
But at the end of the day, we will have to groom someone because at the end of because you have
stop saying groom, Chris. I'm sweating here for fuck's sake.
Not in that way. Not in that way. These top managers, the best managers in the world, are created. They're not ready-made. They are. I don't want to say the word again. They are. What's another word?
Not true. Not true.
Prime.
Klopp was ready-made. It was us that wasn't ready-made.
He got relegated with Mainz. You would not have taken
from
him
Dortmund. He was ready-made. I mean, like when we appointed him.
Yeah, but he wasn't made straight away. He had to go into a.
Yeah, I know, but you can't. We don't have the time to allow a manager to learn on the job with us. It has to be approved. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, you can go with Pep Linders. You can Hansi Flick. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's not too shabby. But no, when we appointed Klopp, he was ready-made. You know what I mean? I thought that's what you were trying to say.
That's the situation we were in.
We haven't mentioned Ten Hag in this conversation at all because maybe we subconsciously think he's linked towards United, but you can't underplay, Kyle, what the job he's done at Ajax. The only question is, could he then roll that out in the Premier League?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can make the argument. Well, I did see the report that he had his quote-unquote heart set on United, whatever that means. But, I mean, you look at that league, Ajax, they run that league debatably. I mean, they have a lot of young players. They have a system in place. Can you come from an Ajax team where you're coaching very young players? You have some older players, Tadic, things like that, and come into a Liverpool side? Maybe. I haven't studied up on, Hag at all, but I'm just very much in the boat that whatever next manager we have is immediately going to be a step down from Klopp, maybe even 2 steps down.
Waiting for Paddy.
Paddy, you're a dick.
Yeah. Both of them, the fucking hell, Craig. We're sandwiched here between 2 pixels.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's making fun.
Irish internet on top, boys.
Hand talking. I'm like,
there's something about this shirt, man.
Yeah, it's not like the shirts, the away shirts.
Oh yeah. I need to get one of them. Can someone buy me one of them?
It's decided the 2 lads are too handsome, Paddy, and it's having none of it. It's trying to square it off and make it a level playing field.
Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, stop!
Can you still hear me, guys?
But listen,
For me, Paddy, Pochettino, Gerrard, Linders. That's my 3.
Pochettino.
My response to that is no. Pochettino.
I rate Pochettino. I've said this for a long time. He's the one that would worry me taking over at United.
No way, Craig. Come on.
In what way, though? Why no? Why no?
What's he achieved? In his
Champions League final with Spurs.
Great achievement.
Can I clarify something?
Did he win?
No, we won, clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but you're reckoning then Klopp was shit when he hadn't won a Champions League and he kept winning the finals.
But Klopp had won 2 Bundesligas with Dortmund.
But to be fair to Pochettino, he came through Espanyol, then Southampton, who he did really well with, went to Spurs and really did make Spurs relevant for a Champions League spot consistently. I know, look, I don't know why anyone takes the PSG job. It's a hiding to nothing. You can't succeed. You can't win unless you deliver a Champions League. And you can't manage a squad with Mbappe, Neymar and Messi in it. No, you're not going to get them lads working. I honestly think Pochettino is a top coach.
He's a top coach, but he's no way for Liverpool. I just don't
not at our level, though.
But nobody outside of Klopp is really going to be at our level. Like I see Hansi Flick in the chat. What has he achieved outside of Bayern Munich? I could win the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich.
He won the
Champions League with Bayern Munich.
He won the quad with them.
Yeah, he won the Champions League, but I mean that's a very good Bayern Munich team. And he did transform them, but has he been consistent enough for that period of time? He transformed them.
He did really transform them, but you know.
That was what I was trying to say before my internet cut out. I was trying to say that, like, when we go from Klopp, we're going to be a step down. You know what I mean? You can't just expect to bring in a manager as good as Klopp. Probably doesn't exist. You're going to need to get the right manager who's going to grow.
What?
No!
Not for our style of football. He's a top coach, but not for our style of football.
He's Craig, he's a deli in a shop. He's a hot deli with food. We're looking for a Michelin star restaurant. You know what I mean? Let's not take the piss here. But on that, by the way,
football play similar.
Yeah.
I think Pochettino could work with the players we have. So could Flick, by the way. But I don't hold him in the same esteem that others do at this moment. I'd like to see what he does with Gerrard.
I genuinely think, and this is probably based on no evidence, but I genuinely think Pep Linders does better than Pochettino with this squad.
Paddy, I genuinely think, and look, this is based on no evidence, but I've got a 12-inch cock.
But you know, this thing about Pep is bizarre to me. You know, it's not as simple as just slotting him in. I mean, if it is, brilliant, go for it. I just don't think it is. But on that, by the way, Klopp says if 2024 is the plan, it depends on if I have the energy. So does that mean he's going to retire? Because if he won't have the energy to stay at Liverpool, how will he have the energy to go to a brand new club and a brand new project? That's what I don't understand. So maybe he'll see Liverpool as his final job and he'll just maybe sign another couple of years. So I don't know, because if he says he doesn't have the energy, then what's he going to do? And like, where is he going to go? Like, just stay, Jurgen, will you, please? This conversation is horrible. And also, 2024, does that mean we get 2 more full seasons after this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then if he extends,
2024, 25.
Same exact conversation 5 years from now. Same exact conversation. It just delays it.
Oh, yeah. 22, 23, and 23, 24. Okay, yeah. That's grand. We'll do the quadruple 3 times.
Sorry, I dropped out there, lads. I don't know what was going on.
Mate, we can't handle this 4 people kind of thing, you know?
Yo, we're making StreamYard
back in because I don't feel like Kyle got a chance to finish his point earlier.
No, my internet's trash. I didn't. Apparently not. Well, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Was I talking about the coach? Who was I talking about? Klopp?
Yeah, we're all in Connor's house.
Oh my God! I was just saying.
I think it was Ted Lasso you were talking about.
Yeah, Ted Lasso's that guy. Let's do it. No, you know what, Patty? You and I should do it. Let's just coach. We'll do it.
Okay. Yes, Patty 2024. I'm Liverpool. Contact me. Me and Craig, Kyle, all of us. We're the backroom team.
I was gonna go 2 forward there, Paddy, but
you know what? Bring back Zelko Buvac.
Oh God! Don't go there. I hate that section of the fan base, man. That section of the fan base can finish themselves, man. Weird behavior.
If I was to ask you all for a percentage for chances to win the Premier League this year, right now as things stand before tomorrow's game, what would you give me of 100% wise? I'll come to you, Mr. Mandem Murphy in the bottom corner.
Connor, fucking hell! Connor's on a mission to get me cancelled. By the way, I said about 10 minutes ago. Paddy Murphy, easily top 5 most solid performances ever, and now all the virgins on Twitter are gonna fucking cook me. Fuck my life. Anyway, sorry. Go on. Maybe. Well, I shouldn't have said it then if I
He's
can't.
ruthless, Paddy. He's fucking ruthless. I've been telling you
Fucking
this
hell,
for years.
straight away. Like the devil works hard, but Conor Crosby works harder. Bloody hell. That's true. I agree. No, I stand by it. I don't care. I'll take it. Sorry, Craig. Go on.
Give us a percentage chance of a league title this season.
75.
Oh, that's a bold statement, Mr. Murphy. 75%.
It's a little high.
I back Liverpool to win every game. And
I
people
love
can call
it.
me
Don't
deluded.
get me wrong. I'm all for
I
it,
just
but
do.
I don't think
City
I'd
are
be so
faltering. We are not. We have shown we are boom mentality monsters. We have shown it. We're growing into this season, whereas City are coming into there. And listen, this 75% is going to look even. It's going to age like a fine wine when the Manx of the red shite side beat the Blues. Inshallah.
75%. Mr. Stonage, let's come to you next.
I'd probably go 35. I'm completely the opposite way. I just think Man City are too dominant over a certain period of time, despite the fact they've got injuries. They've got excellent depth. I think they'll be absolutely fine. The only way they'll lose the league is by their hand, in my opinion.
Mr. McFarlane, for yourself.
All right, I'm gonna go a little analytical here. We're even on points, 4-goal difference. So therefore, I'm gonna do 54-46% in our favor. And I also like to point out, if you guys rewind, Paddy Murphy spent about 7 seconds going like this during his little spiel. So I just want to say that. Go back and watch it.
I'm just imagining it's Luis Diaz.
Oh yeah, shit. Damn.
Why do I have to add on to these things?
No,
You said it, Paddy. You said it. You did
I just
it.
roll with it. You know what I mean? Sorry.
I think I'm somewhere between what Chris went with and what Kyle went with. I'm kind of probably 40% at the minute. You know, hopefully a bit higher after tomorrow. I do think there's a lot of sense to what Paddy said, though. As much as I don't want to admit that everything could come down to that game that the Eddie had between us and City, I think it might. Because I think we're both good enough to keep going on runs and grinding out wins.
You know what? Once Leroy Sané doesn't miraculously come out of the woodwork to play, I'm fine against playing City. He used to terrorize me and Robertson and Trent and everyone. He was different gravy. So there's no Aguero either, you know. Hey, there we go.
Different gravy.
No,
yeah.
Listen, now 75% is obviously an idyllic percentage, but I just think we're going to win every game, and you have to believe. I think we will. Who beats us apart from City? City could easily beat us. So apart from that one,
Who beats us?
we can beat them also. No, we can't beat them. We're better than them right now.
To be fair,
My
I'm an
only
idiot.
concern
I said
with
we were
City
even on
games, the
points, and we're
officiating,
not.
by the way. I just hope we get a referee who actually, and I hope that we don't see Chris Kavanagh anywhere near VAR for a start for the game. I mean, it's really important to get the officials right for that game at the Etihad.
Well, the thing is, Craig, there's 4 officials, right? Plus the VAR and assistant VAR. You tell me 6 good officials in England right now.
I don't care about. All I need is the referee and the VAR. Don't care about the 4th official. Don't care about the linos. They can't.
You tell me 2.
I'll take. Who would I take?
Michael Oliver.
Mike Dean.
Michael Oliver refereeing the game. Atwell's not the worst of them. Not my favourite. Not the worst of them.
When are they announced, by the way?
Actually, give me Mike Dean. Give me Mike Dean on VAR, please. Mike Dean on VAR.
Chris Kavanagh is a part of the Etihad team, I'm going to protest. He comes from a city of Man City season ticket holders. If he is part of that backroom, if he's part of that officiating team, it's genuinely corruption to the finest T.
Yeah, Tierney nowhere near the game. Kavanagh nowhere near the game. Mike Dean, just because you never know what madness you're going to get with a bit of Mike Dean. I do love a bit of Mike Dean.
I'm not sure you can include him though.
Yeah, I like Mike Dean. Tranmere fan, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's very. I love the fact
that's a bit hypocritical, isn't it?
And in games where I feel like we haven't had enough of a shake with red cards for City, I feel like Mike Dean would step in there and dish out the reds. There's been a few occasions where they should have been down to 10 men when we've played them, and they've gotten off the hook. Unlike Mane, who got a red card for that challenge.
We should have been down to 10 men. Milner should have been sent off earlier this season.
What a shot!
All right, Stonich. What side of the fence are you on, motherfucker?
I'm just trying to provide a balanced opinion, Craig.
We're trying to steer this towards VAR. We're powerful enough, Chris, that we can steer this conversation to affect the officials of the PGMOL. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build that momentum.
I'm just looking forward to the day that Liverpool get back to the top of the league. It's gonna feel mesmeric. Imagine how good it's gonna feel when we get back to the top, because it's happening. I don't know when it'll be, but it's coming.
I hope we don't get. Imagine if City were top all the way till the last day and then shit the bed. Oh, the satisfaction, gents.
This time next weekend we could be top of the league.
All right, let me ask you all something. Would you rather City just bomb it and we go ahead by like 10 points for the rest of the season, or like Craig said, blow it on the last day and we win it?
Oh, my nerves couldn't
last day.
Give me the guarantee of the last day.
Afterwards,
no, come on. No, think of the
guarantee
euphoria.
of the last day.
No,
Coutinho whips it in, as Paddy said, Paddy's dream.
Yeah.
Coutinho whips it in top bins last day for Aston Villa against City. We go absolutely mental and they hold on. And,
that would be insane.
No, but do you know what it is? It's a redemption arc, because I still have nightmare. Like the way it ended the last time, 18-19. We beat Wolves in the final day of the season. We have that 30 seconds of the Glenn Murray goal for Brighton, the happiest moment ever.
Long time, Paddy. Come on.
And then we go, true. And we had that, right? And then we didn't win it. We got fucked in. And then we go and actually win it, and there was no fans. So for just for the pure scenes and one of the most historic moments in the club's history, a final day victory. Oh my God, I need to see it. Please.
Okay. Can you imagine the swing? Well, Kyle. So you know the way in the last day, Kyle, they go around all the grounds and they keep you up to date because everyone kicks off at the same time. Can you imagine if the two moments came almost simultaneously? So like we're drawn 0-0, we get a goal, and then they concede within like a minute or two of each other. Oh, imagine the swing emotionally.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really think this question through, and now I'm realizing why. I mean, definitely last day, same time, it would make it way more intense. All right. Yes, I agree. All right.
It's written in the stars, though, as well, because it's Wolves again. It was the last day of the season, 18-19, Wolves, and then we didn't get it. And, oh, God, my God.
Origi's last kick in a Liverpool shirt. Origi's last kick in a Liverpool shirt.
I'm getting goosebumps on the backside of my testicles right now. That's how buzzing I am.
That's called the gooch. Called the gooch.
Keep that now.
Paddy's got gooch goosebumps.
Bumps. Gooch bumps. Fuck's sake.
Yeah,
God damn, Kyle. It was written for you. Excellent.
Damn it.
Excellent.
I'm not having a good day.
We shall leave that there and go off into Saturday night and enjoy ourselves. Maybe watch a bit of UFC later on. Massive thank you to our sponsors, One Football. Massive thank you to Mr. Paddy Murphy, Mr. Kyle McFarlane from Nothing But Reds, Mr. Chris Stonage. Kyle, before I let you go, Sunday summary tomorrow?
Always feel free. If any of you guys want to hop on, we're just doing it now. Feel free to join. I'll hit you up in the chat later and we'll schedule something.
Love it. Chris, Paddy, thank you guys. Paddy, you on FIFA tonight?
9 p.m. FIFA on Twitch, indeed. Mr. Paddy Murphy. See you there if you want to come.
And Stonage, at the plug. Any jelly babies you're going to be assaulting or anything?
No. One thing I will plug though is I wrote a piece on Shane Warne yesterday. After his passing, which was really sad, but it really hit me a lot actually. So if you guys want to go and check that out, I'm sure you can find it on my Twitter.
Yeah, please do. And again, we echo those sentiments from Chris. It was a very sad day yesterday to hear of Shane Warne's passing, age 52, over in Koh Samui in Thailand, I believe. Yeah, so may he rest in peace. And yeah, I echo those sentiments. So look, thank you to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.